What's up, everybody? Another episode of Hashtag Team Robinson. Well, the first episode of this kind, actually.
What's this kind?
This kind, as if she's talking like she's not even here and knows what's going on. It's fine. This here will be Mr. and Mrs. Robinson talking about relationships and culture and life and whatever comes to our mind. I guess that's what we'll be discussing. That's what we'll be discussing. A lot of people ask us both about relationships, especially within our inner circle. We get a lot of questions. How did we get here? How do we maintain? Do y'all have bad days? Hell yeah. But just a lot of different questions because a lot of people in our age group are not married and they're searching for it and looking for it. And at times they don't know what they're looking for.
On top of that, a lot of times you don't get to see just the everyday black couple have a successful marriage, or what we see in, on social media or whatever else is only the glitzy and glamorous days. But when we first kicked off this page, some of our worst days were the focal point. So we want to show you an inside look on seeing both the good days, the bad days, and how we've learned as a couple to navigate through those through communication and such.
Absolutely. I think that's important. A lot of times when you're on social media, you see just perfection. You never get to see that other side. Yes.
Right.
So I guess that's something that we'll attempt to do.
Because we are not perfect.
Not perfect at all.
Not even a little
Not
bit.
close. And every marriage and every relationship is different. So to some it may look that way to them, but to us, no, we're not perfect.
And one of the things about imperfection, I would say that we're perfectly imperfect. And that's one of the lines in my mind is drawing a blank. What's your boo that had made everybody mad because she had sung the national anthem?
Chrisette Michele.
Chrisette Michele. And her song that I actually walked down on when we got married. That's one of the lines that she uses into
Sure
the moon.
does. To the moon, yeah.
Lovely and perfect or perfectly imperfect. Something to that effect. But our love is perfectly imperfect, and it works for us.
So, Miss Robinson.
Yes.
Since this is the first episode, why don't you tell people a little bit about what you do, a little bit about you.
Okay. My name is Tracy. I'm the good one. He knew I was going to say that. Anyway, I am an entrepreneur. I do a podcast myself. I have a book club. That is what gives me life. It's called Works for the Soul Book Club. And I sell some merch for my book club. You see those? I made those. Those are hand branded with the branding stamp and handmade from there. I have a few more things coming up with the book club. I like to feature independent, emerging, little known authors. I call them featuring the unknown. And I before pre-COVID, I was hosting events and such, but I'm trying to navigate how to do that in the virtual world, and I'm a little scared, but that usually means that's the path you are to take, so look out for that. And I have my own podcast, like I said, that I do based off of Anchor. I try to do a few Facebook Lives. I just joined the Book Talk. So excited. On TikTok. And, I'm just kind of doing my thing there. I have some ideas coming up for the book club. And if you're an author or know of an author you would like for me to talk to, hit us up.
Well, all right then. That sounded like she's doing everything under the sun. And then there's little old me.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
I am Charlie. I am 39 years old.
Last name Robinson.
Last name Robinson. I am 39 years old. Basically, right now I'm focusing on my photography, which is under the Facebook name and Instagram and even TikTok somehow.
I know,
Student
right?
of photography. Um, Student of photography. It's on there. I love photography. It's a escape from the everyday to find beauty in things people look at all the time and maybe miss something. It's pretty cool. We also have. We just started this because people seem to have fallen in love with our fried turkeys. So we have Team Robinson's fried turkeys. Listen,
If you've never had a fried turkey,
yeah,
I suggest you try
you
one.
definitely should try it. We just started this endeavor because we received
Not necessarily just started.
maybe not just started, maybe by naming it and all of that. But I think that we finally decided to make a name for the business name and go from there. But hashtag Team Robinson, go ahead. Hashtag Team Robinson's fried turkeys on Facebook, things like that. And yeah. Yeah, you never know what happens on video with us. See, listen, this is totally unedited. Listen, our brother called. He called both our phones. Listen, we had to make sure he's okay. It is COVID world. You don't know what's going on.
Yes.
So, had to pause. But yes, we do that. We are kicking off the business venture of Team Robinson's fried turkeys and also fried ribs. And we're going to add to the menu as we find good things to go, I think.
Yes, and it all started from probably about almost 3 years now. A post that we did when we had went camping of a fried turkey, and one of Charlie's friends like, bro, I need one of those.
Shout out to Jay Barnes. Shout out.
And he ended up asking for 2 to be fried, and from there it kind of spiraled like you're doing it for Thanksgiving, right? So we did it last year. And we did it again this year. And this year, everyone's like, okay, so you're doing it for Christmas too, right? So I guess we're like, yeah, let's do it. So here we are. And somehow fried ribs got on the menu. I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
I'll tell how it happened because I did it. So we had fried ribs twice. The first time I was like, they were really good, but I didn't even remember how good they were. So for Thanksgiving of 2020, we fried so many turkeys. Neither one of us really wanted turkey. So we fried some baby back ribs and some spare ribs, and they were amazing. So, yes, I fry, Tracy seasons. So that's why it's a team effort.
Effort.
And Lily. Lily will jump in there in season 2. Don't leave my daughter out.
That's my sous chef.
Yes, that's the sous chef. Lily will get in there and season your food too. So it's a team effort. So that's why it's called Team Robinson's Fried Turkey. But yes, that's how the ribs got on there. They were amazing. And I was like, oh, the rest of the world needs to try this. So that's why they are there.
But only the baby backs. I prefer baby back version.
I prefer.
Not doing the spare ribs.
I don't think we're going to even offer spare ribs.
No,
baby back or
baby
nothing.
back, yeah.
But enough about that. We really wanted to just give you guys some background on us, as this is like episode 1.
And as you notice, we don't have a typical 9 to 5 anything.
No.
But we're happy, we're thriving, and we're making it, and we're following our passions.
I think we took the plunge. I decided before a lot of things happened in our lives that I really wanted to pursue being an entrepreneur. I was never going to be satisfied working a 9 to 5. No matter the money, no matter whatever, I always wanted to pursue my own. And as time went on, I've tried different things, and I could never really figure out what was for me.
Because he's a scatterbrain.
I am a scatterbrain. Listen.
But fortunately, he has a supportive wife that said, go. Because I stayed in the 9 to 5 at first. Said, go. Like, do it. We got it. And
it worked out. It worked out.
It wasn't easy.
It's not an easy path, but it's a rewarding path. And that's what I will say. It's not easy. It's much easier to get up and go work a 9 to 5. Definitely. But it's not rewarding. It's the reward comes in when you put something together and you receive the payout, and you get to look back at the good and the bad of what you did in that situation and get the build to be even more.
Yes.
I think that is the best payout there is when it comes to this. So now that we've kind of aligned, I guess, to figure out what we both are interested in.
After I was forced into it.
Tracy was definitely forced
My body
into
betrayed me, or actually it didn't. It said, look, girl, you doing too much. Let's redirect your life. And that's how we got here, and how I think we've grown even closer. And our entrepreneurships play off of each other. And he doesn't know it, but he's going to be a feature in the Unknown Author real soon, because I'm going to force him to finally publish his book.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
He has
awesome.
a book, y'all.
Oh my god.
I know, I'm so irritating. It's fine.
Goodness gracious.
You left me.
Yeah. Yeah. Anywho, on other news.
Tell him.
Tell him what?
Do you
About what?
have a book?
What book?
Do you have a book or
I
not?
own a lot of books.
That you wrote personally?
I've written a lot of books.
First, wrote ain't a word.
I've written in a lot of books.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
You know what? Just
okay.
We're gonna move past.
So yeah. Yes. Have I written a book? Yes, I've written a book. Do I feel like it's complete? I don't.
But that's okay.
I think that when you write a book or anything that you put your heart into, you're looking for this perfection.
It doesn't exist.
Will you ever find that perfection? Possibly not. But you want it to be one of the greatest masterpieces ever written because it's from your heart.
Or I'm the devil's advocate.
Or
you can continuously or continually build on that. And this is where you were. And then when you look back in 5 years, you'll see your growth in your next book. Or if it can be even several little books in between there. And then you get up here and you're like, oh my God, I'm so amazing. I'm a national best-selling author. So, everyone started somewhere. Everyone's not going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing off rip. But I like to see growth, because that's what life is about. Continual growth.
Absolutely. And you're right.
But it goes back to him being a scatterbrain, and it's okay. He's like, and the thing is, y'all gotta listen. All of his friends that I know, that I have a relationship with as well, are also scatterbrains. Listen, it blows my mind. All of them.
It's the feeling of wanting to do so many things. It's like, if a person asked me straight out, like, what's the one thing in life you want to do? I wouldn't be able to answer.
You don't have an answer.
I don't have an answer, because there are so many things that I want to do. I don't want to be confined to one thing. I don't want to be a one-trick pony. I want to know...
Wait, what?
A one-trick pony.
Oh, baby, you got some tricks.
All right. I don't want to be that. I want to be able to do many things and to experience, and I don't want to have a restriction. And I think that when it comes to the generations before us, everybody had the restriction. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to work at this place for 25, 30 years.
Get my
I'm going to
pension.
retire, and I'm going to live life from there. Well, I kind of knew early on in life that wasn't necessarily the plan for me. I don't want to work this one job for 25, 30 years, then retire at 60, and Lord knows how many days I have left to truly live life.
Let's live it now.
Let's live it now. Life is for the living. It's not to you can make money. Money will come. If you are chasing money, it won't come. If you don't chase money, you'll be surprised at how it just falls in your lap. It just falls out the sky right into your lap. It's almost like a grown tree.
How many times has that happened to us?
That has happened so many times to us, where we were on the verge of like everything falling apart, and just miraculously it would just come out the sky. Everything would work itself out and we would be fine.
And it's funny because when I used to work, I was like, oh, I gotta do this overtime. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do this. And then still be like, dang, we still can't take care of what we wanted to take care of after all of this overtime. And now it's like, I say, oh, it's gonna be okay. I'm not worried about it. And he's like, sometimes our roles reverse in that regard, but more and more he's seeing it as well. It's like, it's okay. Everything will be fine because we're living our purpose. We're doing what we're supposed to do. It will work out.
And it does. I think that the reason why sometimes I do worry, we got kids, and I want my kids to have the best of everything, of course. But what I'm realizing even about my kids is they're most happy that we're at home.
Man, if they want to see, mommy, it's time to play iceberg. You want to know what that is? We're literally on the couch. We build an iceberg with the pillows from the couch, right? And then we're rowing. We're rowing in the boat. And next thing you know, oh my gosh, it's an iceberg. We crash into the iceberg, meaning we fall off the couch. Have to swim back to the couch. They absolutely love this game. I made it up. Don't know how it happened, but that's what it happened. And they absolutely love it.
They play iceberg, they play paramedic, we play hide and seek, we play I Spy. Listen, it's
mommy attack, daddy attack.
Yes,
which literally means we're being attacked.
Yes, my 3-year-old Lily has a 50 hit combo. It's so fast, but it's hilarious. But those are the things I think that are most valuable to them, and I want to instill that in them, that the money and all of that is cool. It's nothing wrong with having
Definitely helps.
Definitely helps. But understand that in life, if you live your purpose, everything else will fall into place. Unfortunately, I didn't realize the true effects of it until Tracy here.
Okay.
But I knew early on my path, and I just chose not to listen. So we're here now. So now we're talking to you guys. As you can see.
I mean, even still, because like it took me a minute to figure out my path. I kept wanting to do other things, and while I created the book club when I still was working, it really didn't take off until after I left and focused on it more. And it seems like this year, although 2020 has been horrible in regards to COVID, it's been a very prosperous year for us in regards to our businesses growing and evolving. And I'm thankful for that, because some people didn't get that opportunity.
They did not.
And so I'm truly thankful and blessed for what we've been able to accomplish despite everything that's been going on around us.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
So what you gonna talk about today? You got a topic for today?
I was just gonna say, if you haven't noticed yet, there is no damn script.
Not
no script.
I'm a goofball.
Yes.
If y'all haven't like dealt with me like on a personal level, you would think I'm so serious like all the time. But I promise you, I'm like a total goofball, and I do goofball stuff. And let him tell it, I'm a nerd, but that's okay because
she's my sexy nerd.
So, just enjoy. But go ahead. What's your topic for today?
I don't even have a topic for today. This is the intro.
All right.
We just wanted everybody to know who we are, get a feel for us. We are just like any other black couple.
How long is the intro, bro? I feel like we've been Oh, look at that. It say, what's that say?
3:33.
Look at all of those. Look at all those on the 3.
What's the 3 down here? What's
the third.
Oh, today is the 3rd. It's 3:33 and a third. Got you. Really, this was just more so you guys can get a feel of who we are.
And to test out the new photography equipment. I can't wait.
Basically, we are your typical black.
Typical, not so typical?
Yeah, typical, not so typical. That's honestly. Typical, not so typical African American married couple.
Do they call white people European Americans?
Typical African American married couple from Detroit who...
You're not answering my question?
I'm not answering that. Okay. Who basically just blogging about everyday life. This is just gonna be our life.
He just said he from Detroit. Technically,
Oh my
he's
God.
not because he was born in Ohio.
I was born in Toledo, Ohio. On the way back
Just saying that's
to
what his
Detroit.
birth certificate
I was
says.
on my way back.
I, however,
to Detroit.
was actually born
Oh,
in
my
Detroit.
God. I am so 313. It's ridiculous. Number one. Y'all ask about me. People know. It's fine.
I'm just messing with him.
It's fine. It's okay.
Somehow they got caught traveling and he was
It's-
born out of state.
It's
But
fine.
from that point that he could leave the hospital, he's
It's-
from Detroit and he does say, "What up, though?"
What up, though, all day long. But this is just you are nuts. It's just a little bit
But
of
you knew
us.
this, right?
I did.
Okay, cool.
What should they expect from this?
Anything and everything, and just enjoy.
That's and we want feedback, comments, messages. We want all of that. Just because at the end of the day, without viewers, what is this? It's not. It's fun, but it's not fun.
I mean, it. You know, I'm not even here for the viewers. I'm here to leave a lasting impression that'll be forever etched in time, regardless of who listens today. I know years to come, I'll have listens and watches.
I'm not mad at that.
And all
You
of
know
that.
what? I'm not mad at
So.
that. Well, as Tracy will tell you, I am the one who likes to respond to the listeners and viewers. I'm gonna respond.
And I'm not gonna say argue, but I am.
I am a debater.
Okay, that's the word.
Listen, and I'm more. I don't even know if debate is the right word. What I probably would say is I like to understand all sides.
Perspective.
I'm all about the perspective. Yes, perfect word. I'm all about the perspective. I enjoy dialogue with someone who can explain their perspective and can also receive perspective from another person.
But I think what you enjoy more, possibly, is showing how some perspectives are unfounded.
Depends on what we're talking about. This can be true. It depends on what we're talking about. She's talking about the election.
Am I?
But it's okay. It's
Oh my
over with, so I probably don't have nothing for that right now. But it was just, yeah. It depends on the topic. The topic really kind of tells how I'm going to be. But I do
What
look
about
for
that other 300 plus comment
We're not
post
going to
you
talk about
had?
that.
That wasn't about the election.
That was
bro.
not about the election, but we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Long story. If you know me on Facebook, you probably know the post. It's fine. So
That's why I don't get on his Facebook. And the one time I tried to get on his Facebook, somebody tried to come for me. So I said, you know
I did
what?
it that very quickly.
I'm just not going to post.
Dead at that. No, we're not going to do that. That's my wife. We're not going to do that at all. So it's
And
all
I
good.
didn't even say nothing out
It's
the
okay.